Welcome back to another episode of the NASCAR 25 Career Mode. We are coming off the back of a 14th place finish last episode in Las Vegas, a race where we started dead last once again here in the Truck Series. Qualifying has been our Achilles heel. But we were able to drive our way through the field, had a pretty good battle for the 10th spot at one point. Had to make a charge late though as we took tires, and some other people either took 4 or didn't take tires or only took 2. We'll look to repair the truck though here heading into Homestead-Miami. You can see our truck from last week took a bit of a beating. We spun it in qualifying, hit the wall. Didn't really do anything to it in the race, but it definitely took a beating still. So we'll put minor repairs on everything besides the suspension for that. We have a fully repaired truck here for Homestead. We still currently sit in the 14th position here in points. Corey Heim, the winner in the last 2 episodes, he sits on top of the standings over Kyle Busch, Chandler Smith, Stuart Friesen, and Ty Majeski. The rest of the top 5 here, 3 races in. Last season's champion Tyler Ankrum only 15th. So a rough start to the season for him. One thing we will do though here quickly is go into our candidates. We'll hire Daniel Lee to be a new mechanic for the team. That'll give us a couple more work points per week, which will be huge as we get into the season further on. But as you see here quickly, we sit at 40,000 rep, 10,000 from ranking up. But that'll do it here as we head into Homestead-Miami for race number 4.
The roar of the engines are echoing across South Florida as the stars of NASCAR do battle on this 1.5-mile oval. Buckle up, because the racing action at Homestead-Miami Speedway starts now. Practice is underway as teams prepare for the race.
Let's rock and roll, see what this hot rod can do. All right, let's make some adjustments. Let us know what the car needs.
So here we go now for practice here in the Stratasys Ford F-150. One thing I will say, this is not going to be like the last race. We are severely underpowered this weekend, and we'll head down into 1 and 2 here on our lap for practice. Hit the seam, and it upset the truck very much. We got really loose, hooked it up into Kyle Busch. A massive wreck here in practice, and that's actually going to end our session. I really did not like the handling of this truck, and we were just slow. To be honest, we were flat out slow throughout everything. As you see there, we're actually going to go and tighten up the truck before the end of practice. We do not get a lap in. Corey Heim, though, tops the charts here once again from practice. Back-to-back wins on the season for him. He was quick in Daytona as well. He looks to dominate like he did in real life. Ross Chastain ends up 2nd. Kyle Busch in 3rd. Kyle Larson 4th. And Lane Riggs rounds out the top 5 here for practice.
Qualifying is underway as we look to see who will sit on the pole for this weekend's race.
Time to go, buddy.
So qualifying now, the goal is a top 28. I do not expect to get that. We've struggled in qualifying in the first place, and this week we seem to really have a truck that struggles in the straight line. But we'll get set to come around 2 turns 3 and 4 on our lap. You see there again the sponsor goal of a top 28. We come out of turn number 4 already looking at a mid-30s, even closer to the 40s, 37.430. Puts us 33rd. Do not meet the goal. But for the first time this season, we will not be starting dead last. We out-qualify a couple trucks there. Corey Heim, though, once again, goes fastest. Ross Chastain in second. Lane Riggs third. Kyle Busch fourth. And Kyle Larson rounds out the top 5.
Get on your feet. It's time to go NASCAR Truck Series racing as we go trackside for the most famous words in all of motorsports. Drivers, start your engine!
Flip the switch. Time to go.
Here we go, getting set to come to the green here from Homestead-Miami. Green flag is in the air. Corey Heim will lead us down into turn 1. We did not get a good launch. As you can see, Josh Rayum gonna get ahead of us here. We'll have to just slot in, really force Greenfield to back out so we don't lose too many spots here. But down into turn 1, we'll look to try to fight back on the inside of that 22 truck. Side by side with Rayum coming off of turn number 2. But you can see here, this is the weakness of the truck. We'll get a push though, thankfully, from Caleb Costner down the back straightaway. This truck is so slow on the straight line. And we really dive it into 3 and 4 that time. Slide up the track in front of Rayum. Get back into the 33rd spot. But we're going to need a push basically the whole race to even be somewhat competitive now, as we'll head down into 1 and 2. Josh Rayum gave us the push that time. Corey Heim led the opening lap. We'll go right to the bottom, looking to the inside of Brian Doza coming off of turn 2. Here comes the shot from Rayum that we really need to keep up, but Rayum now gonna ditch us as we tried to slide in behind Doza to pick up the draft. Josh Rayum now looking to clear us into 3 and 4. He'll get ahead and will make the move work. Now we're going to need to rely on Caleb Costner giving us a push. Look at how slow we are compared to everyone else. Just a huge run. Even Caleb Costner is faster than us now, as we'll head down into 1 and 2. Luckily, he gave us a push. Clay Greenfield seems to have already lost the draft. He's got no help there, back there in the number 95 truck. We'll come off of turn number 2, see if we can get another push from Costner. We do. That's going to be the only thing to save us, is the draft partners type AI here in NASCAR 25. They tend to push you instead of going around you when you have a big run, and that's really going to be a benefactor for us today. As we continue to run here in the 34th spot, halfway through stage number 1, Corey Heim continues to lead. But we'll head now down through 1 and 2, right down on the bottom. Here comes the push from Costner again off of turn number 2. Good one this time. Can we run down Josh Rayum and Brian Doza? Try to make up a couple spots here before the end of the stage. Heim continues to lead. We saw this last time out in Vegas where he dominated the early stage. Can he do that again here today? Another big push from Costner, but now he's going to ditch us. And that is the last thing we need. This truck is very bad without someone pushing. We'll look to try and hold tight on the 74, maybe get back up his inside out of turn 2, side by side with the 74 of Costner, but just look at the run he gets compared to us. Down the back straightaway, he'll drive by us and pull the gap out. New leader, though, Kyle Busch, as he hits 2 laps to go here in the stage. Corey Heim, though, fighting back. Busch will take the lead back, though, into turn 1. They're still fighting each other for the race lead. Looks like Busch has won the battle. We are still fighting Costner for 34th. Just nothing we can do in this truck. We are so bad. Speed-wise, though, as we'll drive it down into 1 and 2. Costner now side by side with Doza. We're a little bit better through the corners, but it's not enough to even out how bad we are down the straightaway. Kyle Busch, though, will take the final lap here in stage number 1. Obviously, with NASCAR 25's system, he will be in the playoffs here for the Truck Series. So, unfortunately, a little unrealistic, but Sometimes it happens, as we'll now head down into 1 and 2. Costner and Doza still side by side. Final lap here in stage number 1. We're going to need something. Corey Heim, though, is taking the lead back from Kyle Busch in turn 4. He'll cross the stripe and will take the stage 1 win. As we'll wait now till 10th place comes to cross the stripe, and there it is, 35th in stage 1. Not good. This level 2 truck is very underpowered. So now we have a decision. Do we come in? Clay Greenfield will pit. We think about it at the very least. As we'll just see. Is there really any reason to? We will not. So we'll stay out here at the end of stage number 1. Hope a couple trucks come in, and they do. Chastain, Riggs, Larson, and Greenfield before trucks to come in. That'll boost us up to the 32nd spot here as we come back to the green. Corey Heim will lead us down once again. Stage 1 winner. Can he do it again here in stage number 2 as we'll take the green? Not a bad launch. We're going to be side by side still with Brian Doza. Lane Riggs in behind us. We know Chastain, Riggs, and Larson will easily be able to drive around us, especially on new tires, and I'd expect Clay Greenfield to have a shot as well with the newer tires. Doza, though, going to make an aggressive move, slot up in front of us. Larson thinking about taking it 3 wide with Chastain and Costner. We scrape the wall a bit. Chastain getting an aggressive 3 wide with Rayum, and I believe that is Dennison. Ross Chastain making aggressive moves early. Riggs takes it 3 wide. Larson held up a little bit. We nearly make contact, though, with Clay Greenfield as we got by Caleb Costner. We'll go up the inside of Greenfield, up the inside of Doza now. 3 wide with Cody Dennison as well. Now up the inside of Josh Rayum. We're not going to get any help, though, so goodbye to all those positions. We'll slot in front of Caleb Costner all the way down to 35th again. Got a big push, though, from him heading into 3 and 4. We'll look to try and get by Cody Dennison now. We'll get another push from Costner. That'll push us into Brian Doza. Doza with a good run off the corner. We'll go side by side with Josh Rayum now for 32nd. 5 laps to go on the stage. Another big push coming from Caleb Costner. We'll look up the inside of Brian Doza down into 1 and 2. Left rear corner panel a little bit crinkled in from the push from Costner. We're side by side with the 28. Big push coming, though, from the 74. Can we clear him with this huge push down the back straightaway? We'll clear Doza. Costner will let off heading into the corner. Corey Heim continues to lead as we'll look to try and run down Frankie Muniz now for the 30th position. I really don't know if we'll be able to get the goal in this race. That's the issue. We have no speed on the straightaway unless somebody is pushing us. Costner, though, again will push us down the front straightaway. As he'll give us a shot now through 1 and 2. He'll give us another shot coming out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Again, big push coming from Costner. It's really important that we hold it straight. So we head down into 3 and 4. Here comes Clay Greenfield now looking up the inside of Caleb Costner. Those newer tires really going to benefit that number 95 truck. He'll make an aggressive move to our outside. Nothing we can do to defend that. We'll have to slot back into 32nd. Costner now, though, looking up or inside. We really should have blocked that, to say the least, but I feel confident in the truck in the corners, and we will clear Caleb Costner once again. Just need that push. Tire wear light comes on. We'll get a huge shot from Costner down the back straightaway, and we'll head down into 3 and 4. 2 laps to go in stage number 2 for Corey Heim. He continues to lead this one. We'll head through 3 and 4 once again. Now we'll come out of turn 4. Big shot coming from Costner. Clay Greenfield looking to make the move on Frankie Muniz. 2 laps to go in the stage. Greenfield not there just yet on Frankie as we'll head down into 1 and 2. Can we get the push from Caleb Costner to see if we can maybe make a run at Frankie and Greenfield? Another big push, though, down the back straightaway. A huge shot coming from Caleb Costner, but you can see we're not making up a ton of time. We're just so slow on the straightaway. It's really been a humbling experience with how well we ran at Daytona. Obviously, Atlanta, we don't really know where we would have been if it weren't for the glitch. And then Vegas, we ran really well, nearly getting turned though there by Caleb Costner. We were able to save it. We'll head down to the bottom in 1 and 2, right around that white line. Though, coming out of turn number 4, Corey Heim looking to sweep the stages. He'll cross the stripe and will do so. Stage 2 winner, Corey Heim. We're going to end up in 32nd here for stage number 2. Not the ideal run, but we really have struggled with speed. As pit stop now coming up. We'll go 4 tires, 2 cans of fuel. We'll drop the wedge just a tad. I believe that was I believe I did so, as we'll now make a pit stop here. And we will come out in the 32nd spot. No jumbling around in our area. So we just need to rely on that push here as we'll start stage 3. Green flag in the air. Corey Heim will lead us to the stripe. As we'll start stage number 3, we have to make a pit stop in this stage. 20 laps to go. Here from Homestead-Miami, who's going to come out on top? It's not going to be us, I can say that. So we'll head down into 1 and 2. Really going to need that push from Josh Rayum down the back straightaway. Here he comes out of turn 2. He'll give us a push. Also, a great one. We really needed the pushes that Caleb Costner were giving us now. As we'll head down into 3 and 4, right up to the back bumper of Clay Greenfield. We'll look up the inside of Frankie Muniz. We'll make that move. Costner now, is he going to give us a push down the front straightaway? He does. That'll really help us try to clear this 33. Another big push coming from the 74. Thought about going 3 wide through the middle, but I don't want to lose my help. We'll go up the inside now. Tony Breidinger slide up just a little bit. Here comes Costner to give us a huge shot now down the back straight, or out of turn number 2. That's going to allow us to nearly clear Breidinger, but she got a big run compared to us with the speed in that 5 truck. We got another shot, though, from Costner heading into 3 and 4, still side by side with Tony Breidinger. As we'll come out for turn number 4 now. Here comes Costner. He's getting aggressive. He took us 3 wide. That's going to screw us. We're going to lose 1, 2, 3 spots down the front straightaway now. Here comes Cody Dennison. We'll be able to hold him off. We'll go back up the inside of Frankie Muniz through 1 and 2. Now Dennison's going to be the one pushing us. He gave us a huge shot. 3 wide up ahead. Costner, Greenfield, and Breidinger. Do we take it 4 wide with the push from Dennison? No, we'll take it to the back bumper of Clay Greenfield now. Looking behind Breidinger. We'll slot up in behind the 5 truck. Can we get the push from Dennison again down the front straightaway? We got a little bit out of whack. Cody luckily decided to not give us a push there. We would have definitely been wrecked if he had. We'll try to send it around the outside of Clay Greenfield in the 95 truck. Big push coming from Cody Dennison now. As we head through 1 and 2 now out of turn number 2, right to the back bumper of Tony Breidinger. We'll actually give her a shot. We know if we pull out of line, we got no shot at making moves. We'll look to the outside, though, Tony Breidinger. She's going to be able to have the better speed. We get a big push, though, from Cody Dennison. What we really need to make a move is him to go with us. There, I thought about it, but I believe we clipped the back bumper of Breidinger. It really cost us speed. That 28th place goal, though, not out of the realm of possibilities. Corey Roper just up ahead, who is side by side with Tony Breidinger. That is the 28th spot. So the sponsor goal not out of it yet, if we can keep getting help from Cody Dennison. Tony Breidinger, though, in the Tricon Garage Machine, she'll make the move on Corey Roper side by side out of turn 4. Breidinger will clear for that 28th spot. And you can see the pushing really shows how slow we are on the straightaway. If I wasn't getting pushed, they'd probably pull a couple tenths on me at the very least down the straightaway alone. We do not have any speed in this 05 truck. Though a good push from Dennison puts us to the outside of the 04 of Corey Roper now, side by side through 3 and 4. Here comes another push from Dennison. Good push off the corner. Can he make us or can he move us up a spot? He'll lift off just a bit. We'll head down into 1 and 2 once again, still trying to make the move on the outside of Corey Roper. Here comes another push from Cody Dennison now. I mean, this move has just been so difficult to make because we know we can't pull out a line and get out of Cody Dennison's push. We'll go 3 wide through the middle, try to just pull the slide job on Breidinger. We do. She gets into our right rear corner panel, though, gets us loose, knocks us up the track, and that's going to cost us. We're going to not only lose the spot to Dennison, we're going to lose their pack. We need to fall back to Frankie Muniz and hope he pushes us now through 1 and 2. That's the issue with how slow this truck is. We really can't be aggressive. Muniz gonna get to our back bumper though. And that'll push us right back up to this group. Hopefully. We'll head down into 3 and 4. Muniz all over our back bumper. We'll run the top through 3 and 4. Hopefully Frankie gets to us. He will push us here. Thought Dennison might have been thinking about pitting. He was just running the bottom. Held a very long. Muniz though in the 33 truck, giving us a huge push now. We'll head down into 1 and 2, look into the outside of the 2 truck of Cody Dennison. Another big shot coming from Muniz. That'll actually get us to the outside of Dennison. Side by side with the 2 down the front or the back straightaway. We'll clear him. It's going to be another big push coming from Muniz. We scrape the wall a bit. Head to the outside of Corey Roper now, side by side through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, we'll get a big push from Cody Dennison now. Not able to make the move on Corey Roper with that push, and now we're not getting any help. You can see, again, Roper and Breidinger, when we're not getting pushed down the straightaways, they're just able to pull away. We'll slot down in front of Dennison, not allow him to get to our inside, and he's actually going to come off of turn number 2. He gave us a push. We slid up the track. Crew chief wants us to pit this time, though. I really just, it's been rough. We're going to go only 1 can of fuel, trying to do the least amount of fuel as possible. As we'll head down to the bottom here in 3 and 4. We know we got to make the pit stop this time. We're going to lose a lot of time probably on it as well, but we'll get the truck slowed down nearly into the pit barrels, but we'll head down the pits this time. A close call there on the entry to pit road, but luckily we were able to avoid it. As we'll come across the stripe here now, 10 laps to go here from Homestead-Miami. We're one of the earliest to make our pit stop here. So it will be 4 tires and that 1 can of fuel. Hopefully we don't have to sit here for a while waiting for fuel. But the tires go on. We still have to sit here. So it is a 16-second pit stop as we had a big moment coming out up to speed. Now, this is the interesting thing about Homestead-Miami. You have this pit exit road. You cannot cross over it. It's kind of like, I believe Nashville has something similar to it. As we'll come out of the pits. Tyler Ankrum now leading as pit stops are underway. We currently run in last. Frankie Muniz up ahead of us. He jumped us in the pits, I believe. Or has he not come in yet? I don't think he's come in yet. We'll come across, though. Not been our night, to say the least. We'll come out, or past some of the guys coming out of the pits. That is, I believe, Brian Doza down on the exit ramp. I could be wrong, though. Nope, it is Brian Doza, so that shows how much time we just lost. We were way ahead of Doza. We're going to come out just in front of him. Not ideal. And actually, Doza's going to have so much more speed than us. He's just going to drive by us down into 3. Which is even more embarrassing for this truck. Brian Doza wasn't even fully up to speed, and he just drove around us. Corey Roper, though, pitting from up ahead. And look at the speed difference to the 28 truck. And we know Doza's not in the greatest equipment. It's one thing if that's happening with the leaders. That's happening with guys who run 35th. We'll clear Spencer Boyd, though, as he comes out of the pits. Cody Dennison just up ahead. Our only hope at salvaging anything in this race is getting a push, and I don't know if we'll be able to. Ross Chastain, though, leads the way here. I believe he has not pitted yet, as we'll come out of turn number 4. I don't know. This was humbling. Here comes Corey Heim, actually, to get by us. That means we'll be a lap down, even when the pit cycle is complete. Ty Majeski now takes the lead. Here comes Spencer Boyd. This is what we need, a big push coming. Boyd, though, right on our left rear corner. He's actually into the wall. We'll look to try and close in on Corey Roper, who just got out of the pit lane. Boyd, though, looking to our inside. We're going to have to really defend hard from that 76, but he's going to get up our inside. There's nothing we can do at this point. Here comes Chandler Smith up behind us. We're just actually going to try and hope he pushes us, but he'll actually look up our inside now into 1 and 2. Not much we can do about that. Ty Majeski, though, into the pits from the race lead. We're just seeing if there's anything we can make up here. But it's just been rough throughout this race, and you can see now we have zero help. Our only shot is they were actually 4 wide up ahead, but our only shot really would be dropping back to Josh Rayum. Corey Heim, though, takes over the lead through the pit stop. Here comes Kyle Busch, I believe that is, right behind us. Not our day here as this race is starting to come to an end. Busch directly in behind us. Again, I really want a push from them, but I'm not going to, like, block them on purpose. I will run the top, though, on the straightaways. I'm not going to just pull out of the way, but I'm not going to defend them. Lane Riggs gets by us. He's running in the 7th spot. One of the favorites for the championship coming into the season. Obviously, in real life, he missed the Final 4, but that was not due to the season he had. He just did not have luck in that round of 6, I believe it was, as we'll head down into 1 and 2. Clay Greenfield, no help up ahead. Can we make the move for 34th? Got a truck coming out of the pits as well. Is that Caleb Costner? That might be Caleb Costner coming out of the pit lane now. As here comes Kyle Larson, I believe that is. Yes, it is the 07 truck. He'll just drive right around us. Grant Enfinger as well in behind us in the 9. He's actually going to just wait behind us as we'll head down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go. In this one, Corey Heim continues to lead. We'll head down into 1 and 2. Greenfield leads the way. We'll look up his inside, side by side with the number 95. We'll make the move on Clay Greenfield for the first time today. We've made a pass without being pushed. We'll go side by side, though, with Greenfield into 3 and 4. We'll clear the 95 truck. Can we do the same to Caleb Costner? Corey Heim has taken the final lap, looking for a 3rd straight win this season in the 11 truck. We'll come to take the white flag now, down into 1 and 2. Can we make the move on Caleb Costner for 33rd? Trying to salvage whatever we can for a result in this one. We'll go side by side with Costner now through turn 2. Out of turn number 4, though, Corey Heim takes the win. His 3rd in a row, and his 3rd win in 4 races. This has been an insane season. We'll head up the inside of Caleb Costner. Josh Rayum has run us down, but we'll come out of turn number 4 in the 33rd spot. Here comes Ben Rhodes. We don't care about him. We'll try to box in Rayum. But a disappointing 33rd place finish. We really did not bring a good truck today. But Corey Heim able to take another win this season. Already trying to cement himself as the championship favorite. Chandler Smith comes home 2nd. Ross Chastain in 3rd. Kyle Busch and Tyler Ankrum round out the top 5. Ty Majeski, Lane Riggs, Kyle Larson, Grant Enfinger, and Daniel Hemrick, the top 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of NASCAR 25 Career Mode. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.